well, they're just using him for his money. So he's just using them for their beauty. What's your point? Got a crazy video for you today. She's not yours, it's just your turn. A woman should be a complement to your life, not the focus. Do the work. Women do not care about your struggles. They hang out at the finish line and they pick the winners. My brothers, there's a lot of men today that are pissed off, and I believe it's because we have a lot of dudes that are not doing well with women and they're not successful. You know, they're not financially sorted, if you will. I want to start by saying this. I get that we're all born weak, but how we die is a result of how we live our life and the choices that we make every day and where we go with all those choices that we make. I was born, burned the crap out of both my arms and my chest and my neck with hot water when I was a little toddler. I was in the hospital for 3 months. You've seen it in my videos, right? I'm not talking about anything new. If you're new to the channel, maybe that's one of the questions you're asking. But a lot of guys give up on life far, far too easily. I want to say this. I don't want to make this a long video. I've seen some of the smallest little men do extremely well in life just because they've done the work. Let's put this top down. I'll give you an example. Y'all know what Danny DeVito looks like, I hope. If you've seen any kind of Hollywood at all whatsoever, you should have an idea of what he looks like. He's not particularly attractive. He's a small man. He does small man movies, right? Like that's the role that he fills. There was this company that I worked at one point, and the guy that owned the building, he ended up having a collection of supercars. He looked like Danny DeVito. I'm not even kidding. Little man, bald, fat, short, all that stuff. And in the basement, I'd see him often, and he'd come down with these girls, different girls. Every single one was young and beautiful. And then he would just kind of pick up a new car and drive it off. He was definitely a car guy. He enjoyed what he was doing. R8 Spider, how about that? Newer one. He enjoyed what he was doing, and he ended up just keep rotating these women, these plates. It was just the funniest thing ever. How is it that a guy like that can do that? How? It's because he's done the work. He's created the wealth of success. He obviously owned a ton of real estate, and he ran out of places to put his cars, but he managed to do well with women. The arguments that some of the weaker guys will do is they'll point and sputter and, well, they're just using him for his money. So he's just using them for their beauty. What's your point, right? I mean, have you ever seen a guy crying in a mid-engine exotic car? Because I've never seen it. They've always got a big smile on their face. Did you see that guy with the R8 that just pulled in? They always do. That was completely random. I don't even know who that is. But you got to understand that it is almost impossible to be unhappy in life if you're financially successful, if you got your money sorted, you don't have debt, attractive women like you and want to spend time with you. I'm not saying that that needs to be the priority. You should be the priority. Putting your dent in the universe should be the priority. But I hear an awful lot of guys these days pointing and sputtering at me or other people out there that claim to be, red-pilled or whatever, when they're not. They're just little babies. They manufacture indignation. Let me give you a really good example. I've said things in the past like I think that tatted up women is literally the equivalent of putting bumper stickers all over a Ferrari. So what happens? Some tatted up woman hears it. She sends that lyric or the soundbite to her friend that has a YouTube channel, and a fat purple-haired feminist with sleeve tats and hand tats and neck tats does a video about how I'm such a bad guy, and it's like their response video. How is that any different from the quote-unquote red-pill guy that points and sputters at me when I'm telling guys to do the work and take ownership for their indiscretions, right? There's a lot of things in life that I could have just given up on. There's a lot of times in life, I'll tell you this, that I could have just given up. So many times. But I persevered, I pushed through. I mean, the difference between, winning and losing, what's that lyric? Triumph, the difference between try and umph is the umph, basically, doing the work. Not getting a lot of traction in this weather, but anyway. So guys, just do the work. Stop, quit your whining, quit your bitching. Just get it done, man. Just get it done. Dig in, put your head down, get it done. If there's something you've always wanted to do and you wanted to put your dent in the universe, but you're waking up in the morning with Cheeto dust on your fingers and your chin because you did nothing for the last 24 hours but sit around and watch sports or play video games or whatever, you got nobody to blame but yourself. The guy that you look in the mirror every single day is the one letting you down. Not the government, not Trump, not feminists, not the red pill, not me, you know, not hypergamy, not some like time in the 1950s that you'd like to go back to where hypergamy was under control and women were in check, blah, blah, blah. I got news for you, fellas. It's been like this for a long time. It's only today that we have the internet that allows little beta bitches to go somewhere and whine and complain about what they're doing in life and how terrible the results are and why it's the fault of everybody else but themselves. So gentlemen, this is a short one. Quite simply, do the work. Peace. All right, gentlemen, if you've enjoyed that video, I invite you to check out some of the links that are pinned in the top comment of each video. I'm going to walk you through them one by one. The first one is my men's private community. I call this a 1%. There's a video here on this page that explains in depth what's all involved there. But to summarize, there is a premium video library of about 3 dozen videos that I've created. I do at least one a month. Essentially a premium deliverable, stuff that I can't publish on the channel that goes deep on several topics like creating wealth or getting an ROI at 14% on your money, understanding female nature better, or the dynamics between men and women and how to optimize that. We do monthly Q&A sessions. There's a private forum that we use on Facebook. There's VIP access to events and learning workshops. We've got 4 incredible ones lined up, anything from optimizing male hormones to dealing with long-term relationships, manufactured indignation and drama with women. And we've got another one also coming up on open relationships and some business tips. There's 3 tiers in here. The basic membership gets you all that stuff that I just mentioned for $380 a year. It's billed in one shot. You get an annual membership for that. You can take a look at this description over here to get more detail. The business growth membership is for entrepreneurs only, but is currently full. If you're interested in that in the future when it opens up, you can join the wait list. There's also the premium membership if you're looking for one-on-one coaching. The minimum commitment for that is 90 days. You can check that out by applying there. I'll put a card up on the top right of the screen over here if you want to check that out. The next link you want to take a look at is requesting a video. If you are stuck on something and want to sponsor a topic, there's something you want me to cover. If you've seen me do a video where I read over the email, this is where you do it. Link up on the top right. Follow the instructions here and you'll have an opportunity to sponsor video and get a recorded feedback from me. And of course, you know, comments from hundreds, perhaps even thousands of other men in the chat section. The next link I'm going to show you is my Clarity link, clarity.fm/Richard Cooper, card up on the top right over here. This is my one-off coaching link. I've done well over 340 calls at the time of this recording. Yes, I am not cheap and I bill by the minute, but as you can see by the testimonials, I get incredible results. So if you have a quick question that you want to ask me, take a look at that. Do not email me. If you have a question, book my time. And finally, last but not least, the Grondike Soap Company is a proud channel sponsor of Entrepreneurs in Cars and yours truly. They have a great collection of pheromone infused soaps. These are handmade in the United States. If you check out with coupon code Cooper, again, card up on the top right here, you'll find a way to get a great discount out. They also have a awesome beard oil, which I helped develop. So check that out. Thanks for watching the video. See you guys in the next one.